So, how you
Yes,
doing?
I'm good. Um, the episode was so much fun. I was worried because Snatch Game, of course, but
Yeah.
it was a good episode.
It was a good episode, and not only were you worried, Art Simone was obviously worried. And one of my favorite parts about this episode was seeing Art suffer a little bit, but for entertainment purposes. You definitely want to go back and watch this episode, and when Art's in the background when they're discussing like the Snatch Game and stuff, just zoom in on that little face. Zoom in on
This
that
episode
poor
has
doll's little
so
face.
much good background stuff. Art doing them talking. Did you pay attention to Lala during the backroom talks?
Yeah, they are all giving TV,
Oh
and
my
I love
God.
it. Floor
Yes.
was definitely last episode. Like Floor was giving
Yes.
TV totally last episode, but they're all doing their bit, which I really appreciate. I like when the workroom has some like stuff to watch. But yeah, so this episode we're up to episode 3. Art Simone won last week, which was the Kylie tribute. Yay! And no
Yay.
notes. We love that episode. She walks in, she's doing a little chit chat, and basically she drops the Soz bitch line to Nicole, which of course is a reference back to when Coco sent her home on her season, episode 2, that whole thing. So we're really going through a lot because so last time Art was on Drag Race was Down Under season 1. Episode 2 was Snatch Game, and that's when she went home. So having a Snatch Game early and having Snatch Game even happening, of course, is going to bring back trauma. And I think we saw the trauma well and truly in Art Simone's face. But it made good TV. But
Yes.
thankfully, it's done. It's dusted. We can move on. Um,
I will say before moving on, we should hold space for Nicole Page Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia, with a gun.
with a
She will
gun.
be missed.
Nicole Page Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia, with a gun. Have you been watching her gardening videos?
No, I haven't.
Okay, just
Uh,
YouTube Nicole Page Brooks, and it's her in drag doing domestic chores and gardening.
yes, I will
Yes,
start doing that.
like I'm sad that she's gone, but I'm happy that she got home to film gardening videos. You know what I mean? Like Nicole Page Brooks is doing what Nicole
Exactly.
Page Brooks should be doing.
Yes.
Also, I was talking like last time, like meeting her in real life was just how I expected it, both chaotically and lovely. That is Nicole Page Brooks. There is so much like love and tenderness, but at the same time, she is chaotic.
Insane.
And the thought of her with a gun is both arousing and terrifying at the same time. Have you seen that video? She sent it to me. There's a video of her where she's like James Bond kind of villain edit. Um like she does the thing with the screen and the it's so good. It's a whole montage. She sent it to me and it's already been clipped with the clips of us talking about having a gun. And I love that. I love that the internet picks up these things. So yeah, for those
Yes.
who are unaware, Kick-On's live, there was a reference made to giving Nicole Page Brooks a gun, and the internet kind of ran with it. And I'm so glad they did because it has made my week. It has kept my week interesting. But anyway, Nicole Page Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia, with a gun is no longer in the competition. We're sad, but we could have
That's
Art does
forever in our hearts.
forever in our hearts. Art does reveal to Coco that she was never going to send her home. I think I did appreciate a little bit of editing that made it seem like maybe it was going to happen, but ultimately Art reveals she came to Down Under versus the World to play Down Under versus the World. So she's not even alluding to the fact that she is here to save the Australian Queens, and this is the first time we're sort of seeing discussions of potentially an alliance. Um, the international queens realize that they're outnumbered at this point. I think that's more of what's
I
going on.
I need people to stop having beef with the concept of alliances. All Stars has voting. You have all of this stuff. People need to start playing like Big Brother
Yeah,
or any other games that have alliances. Like I love the concept of kumbaya and peace and love around the world. No, I need alliances. I need
alliances,
schemes. I
strategy.
need more Naomi Smalls going life's not fair. I need stuff like that on a voting show,
Well, yeah,
like the game.
because I mean, like Michael said the other episode, it's going to happen to us all. You're either
Yeah,
going to be in a position to eliminate someone, or you're going to be in a position where you could be eliminated. And when it's just two people that are in the bottom, it's 50-50. So at the end of the day, you can't be too shocked if someone picks your lipstick. And I mean, with all the Australian girls, they all know each other. They've all either been on a season together or they've worked together since their seasons, right? Like, so
yeah,
in the situation last week where we had two down under girls in the bottom, Art has a relationship outside of the show with both of them. So no matter what she did, someone was going to be annoyed. And I kind of agree with what she said. She wanted Australian drag to be showcased. And I think at that moment, Art thought that what Floor is going to bring to the competition was going to be more of a showcase of Australian drag than Nikita. But she was very careful
yeah.
to kind of emphasize that, Nikita is still amazing, but you have to send someone home. You can't just be like, oh, I picked no one. So
Yeah, you have to pick someone.
yeah, so I feel like, and I agree. I feel like Floor's gonna bring some really interesting runway stuff. And going by the first few episodes, if we think about who's been making better TV, it's Floor.
Floor.
Like the TV moments we got last week, yeah, I feel like the right decision was made, sending home Nikita, and like Nikita in person. If you think Nikita looks good on stage, Nikita in person. We did a little like sneaky photo shoot after the premiere down at the Opera House in the sunset, and I swear to God, the sun hit Nikita's skin, and she was just standing there like glistening, and I was just like, I was so hungry. I wanted a chocolate caramel dessert, something. I was like, I wanted to lick her. I didn't, but like,
You kept it in.
yeah,
You reined it
she
in.
is stunning to just look at, which is great. So I'm sure she'll still, as she said, this is a stepping stone. She'll continue to go and be successful. So we're sad to see her go, but you know, I'm sure we'll
Yeah,
see more of her.
you're
Like
way ahead
that's
of yourself though. Let's rein it in because we're still at the beginning of the episode.
yeah. Oh yeah, right. We haven't. Oh no, whatever. So, God damn it, I can't
We're still
even stick to like. I even made notes, and like the bottom note is about who goes home. So, in case you were wondering, Nikita goes home, but let's get
yes.
to why she went home now. Let's get into that. So we've done, they all have the kumbayas. They realize, the international girls realize that the Australians outnumber them. We hear some little discussions of alliances. I'm like, yes, the competition is starting. We're getting there. We're going to start playing games, right? This is what I want. I
Yes.
want to see games. I want to see really good outfits, and I want to see good TV, and I want to see the game being played because they're here to win. Um, do they actually commit to the alliance? I feel like they do. I feel like they do kind of. The art's made it clear that she's gonna pick an Australian or a down under girl, and I feel like the international girls kind of do commit to sticking together as well. So this could get interesting when the voting starts to split about who people pick. So this is gonna be fun. Yeah.
E.
Yeah, definitely. So if these sort of if the international girls know that Art is going to save Down Under Queens, that definitely that puts her on the chopping block. If she's in the bottom and there's two international girls in the top, they are 100% going to send her home. So this bitch needs to stay out of the bottom for survival, not just for my sanity. She needs to stay out of the bottom to survive at this point because like, she's not been shy about making it clear that this is what I'm doing in the competition. I'm here to showcase Australian drag. I'm going to save my Australian sisters, and she didn't apologize for it. But then, to be honest, I felt like I was waiting for the other girls to bite back about that. But I feel like they just kind of accepted that and were like, fair enough. Like, I kind of got that impression. Like, nobody objected.
Also, it's very much like I'm just from what I gathered, like Down Under has the least opportunity in the world drag
Yeah.
scenario, I think. So like it's very fair for the girls down under to be like, oh no, we're keeping each other in here as long as
Yeah.
possible.
Do you think maybe the other girls agree with that as well? Like, fair enough, these bitches had a rough run. Like, let's give them some airtime.
I think so too.
Because if
Yeah,
you
I
think
think
about the
they're like,
viewership,
yeah,
like being on one US season is probably going to get you more viewers than being on Down Under and then Down Under versus the world. Like that, the US audience is so big compared to the other franchises that yeah, give these bitches some views. That's why I
yeah. A
always
lot of the jokes about Nicole leaving were like, oh, now half the viewership is gone.
yeah, which is just I hope not. I hope people aren't that immature. And I hope they're not immature enough to hold the whole Raven thing against the other girls as well. But we're no longer going to talk about Raven at all.
She's dead. She's
She's
gone.
gone. She's gone. So I wish they would have done more. I like in the episodes where they do where Rue comes in. This is where like I miss Rue a little bit because the pre Snatch game chit chats with Rue is one of my favorite moments usually on the seasons. Just something about Rue's personality in those little chit chats just tickles me. Michelle is great. We love Michelle, but in this moment, this is the only time I feel like so far I've missed having Rue in the room.
Rude. Yeah.
Just because
I
those
will
across
say
the
though,
table like chit chats about characters, fun.
Michelle's talk was good, but her look was oh, giving me everything. The earrings matching the nails, matching the shoes.
The
That's so
little
good.
how do we describe it? Like the what are they called from Greece? The girls.
Yes.
Somebody knows what they are. They're like
And at some
it's like
point,
a
I
black and
thought
white version of that.
her little white hair thing that
Hmm.
she has, at some point I thought it spelled gay, and I was like, no, no, I'm just seeing stuff where there isn't stuff.
Maybe that is something she would do there. But yeah, like this whole thing, like this scene was fine and it was great, and Lazy does some little bits, and they all talk about their characters. We see Art Simone literally sinking into a couch, just like not wanting to be there at all, which was I feel for it, but at the same time, it made good TV. It was hilarious. It was kind of funny to see a bit of like realism. Like we're like, okay, this bitch is a real person, and she's really going through it. Her confessionals, she's saying, "I'm going through it," but then it switches to like them all sitting on the couch, and we're like, oh, like she's not playing this up for the TV. She is actually going through it. And speaking
Giving
of someone
physical
who
pain.
dealt with the aftermath of the last Snatch game, my god. Yeah, the therapy bill alone. Jeez. I never thought Bindi was that bad. You know what? Me neither. I I didn't think the Down Under Snatch game was that bad. I felt like it could have very easily been edited to appear a bit better. And I feel like maybe some editing choices were made. But I feel like there was some funny moments even in some of the characters that got bad critiques as well. But look, it happened. It's done, and now we have hopefully the redemption. So, I mean, let's just skip into the bloody Satch game. Like, I feel like
Wait, I have like my notes about like just a walkthrough.
yeah.
I immediately said Nikita and Jade are in danger. Like those were not good concepts.
Oh yeah.
Vibe, I loved her concept and her idea. I was very excited about it. And Floor, the bar was on the floor. Like no way she was gonna do good. Like she didn't know where to go, and her Bad Bunny was terrible.
Oh, the best TV moment though is Vibe's little confessional, being like, "Do Bad Bunny, do it." I like when the
Yes,
girls get a little cheeky because I feel like that's that again, good
good
TV.
TV. Yeah,
And like we were
yeah.
all like we could all see where that was coming from. So like and like Vibes got such a good vibe um
Hmm.
that you're like I kind of want her to like talk to me like that. You know what I mean? Like I want to have a
Yes.
chat with Vibe and I wanted to start digging into me a little bit. Like that'd be kind of
Exactly.
I'd be into that. I I want her to harass me. I want her to tease me.
Yes,
I think
I
because
caught
she's
a
she's
vibe.
she's got that little like it's the little like shrug of the shoulders, the little like kind of like ooh, and it makes you
Mm,
feel like you're being
mm.
loved while being absolutely insulted. I think that's a
Yes.
talent. That is a talent. I agreed. That is a talent. So yeah, so we have Lala Ree is doing Rick James. I don't know who Rick James is, but I get the gist of it. Um, but I feel like it's
It's a
Rick
funny.
James but super gay. So I do like
Yeah,
when people take a character and put a twist on it. And you know what I mean? With Lala, I'm
she
confident
failed
that
at it
she's
though.
going to do something well. Like when it comes to performing and personality type challenges, I'm not worried about Lala at all. Like I'm not going to doubt her in an acting challenge. I'm not going to doubt her in comedy. Her design challenges, I'm going to be nervous. But when it comes to like personality based challenges, I didn't even think about Lala's choice because I just assumed that Lala would be fine. Like, I kind of feel bad that I nearly forgot
Yeah.
about Lala because, like, it just didn't cross my mind that there would be any danger, if that makes sense.
It wasn't in danger, but it wasn't a good performance though. Like
No.
it wasn't Rick James. It was just some crazy fan.
Yeah.
That's it.
But in saying that, because I didn't know who Rick James was, so I didn't have any reference, but she was spontaneous. There was no like awkward pauses. Like she made me giggle a
Yeah,
little bit. So at the end of the day, was she Rick James? It seems not. But was she
yeah,
entertaining? Yes. Did she
yeah.
volley with the other people? Yes. Did Michelle get into it? Yes. So it's like again, totally safe.
It was fine.
The fact that Lala was safe, I 100% agree with, and I didn't doubt for a second that she would be okay for a snatch game sort of thing. Um, yeah, I mean, compliments, I guess. Then the next one we'll go like down the thing. We have Floor being Rowan Atkinson,
Yeah.
which
She was giving me the best face. She was giving me uh, uh oh my god, Teletubby teleport us to Mars. Her name fully escaped my mind.
Tammy Brown,
Tammy Brown. She was giving me Tammy Brown. She was giving me the best facial expressions,
the
and then she opened her mouth.
the look and the expressions were really good. Yeah, I think like Michelle said, like I wish you hadn't have spoken. Like, do you reckon she could have been the first person to like win a snatch game without saying anything? Like, could that have been this like genius moment of going to something like snatch game? And look, I
Yeah.
definitely see the appeal of that. Part of snatch game is will I be able to say things all the time? Will I be able to volley? Will I come up with funny answers? If you don't have to say anything, does that not make Snatch Game easier?
Easier, maybe, but she would have to be doing like facial reactions and stuff
Yeah.
the whole time. And her bit, whenever Jade was talking and she would do the
Yeah,
clock
that stuff was
thing,
good.
it was good, but she also did it every single time.
Yeah,
So it was like even funnier, like that it was the exact same bit.
yeah. Which I mean, part of Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean, part of the appeal is that repetitive comedic thing. Like he uses repetition like amazingly, like as it's been said over and over
Yeah,
again, a genius comedian. So I think I agree with the judges. Had Mr. Bean stayed silent, I think she could have done a lot better. And
yeah. And instead of just saying one word replies the way she did, she went like the complete opposite, fully silent. And then whenever she spoke, it would be like this very eloquent, normal speech. Like, even like as a when there is that character break, someone that
yeah,
is such like a cartoonish caricature, and then like when you talk, you just go like, "Oh, I do believe that
yeah.
would be a great answer." Like
But I think I
that would
always
be fun.
I feel for the international girls in things like Snatch Game because you've always got language barriers. So like the idea of Floor not saying anything, genius. So
Yeah,
like the idea was there, the look was there 100%, but the execution, it it did fail quite harshly, which is sad. But I will say though, having 2 out of 3 things good. So we've got it's the look, the idea, the execution. 2 out of 3 were there.
Yeah.
So to say that Floor was the worst, I wouldn't say that. I think at this stage, but it
No,
obviously was
that
bad.
place is totally reserved for
Yeah,
Nikita.
that is reserved. The next one I've got down the line is Miss Extravaganza as Churro is the dessert. Charo
Yeah,
is the character. And of course, we know
Charo,
because
yes.
Charo has been on Drag Race, so we know the Kuchiku, we know the maracas. And I love the advice she got from both Michelle and Susan beforehand is basically just be you.
Just be you. Because she already has a very similar
Yeah,
personality. I just think she didn't like do enough. I think I don't know. It seemed like she got intimidated. She didn't have enough jokes.
yeah. And yeah, it's the jokes did run out. So I feel like the good thing was we didn't get a lot of screen time of Charo. I think that did a
Mhm.
service to Miss Extravaganza because we saw the funny bits, and I feel like it was starting to like, but we didn't get the
Yeah.
hole. She didn't dig the hole for herself. So I'm gonna say like a fair safe performance though. It had some funny moments, it had some flat moments, but it was like it was safe. I didn't feel uncomfortable watching it. Maybe that's the thing that I definitely use for Snatch Game. Was it just not funny, or did I physically feel uncomfortable? And if I physically feel uncomfortable, that's definitely a bottom placing. And I
Yeah, I
I didn't feel
forget that happens a
uncomfortable.
lot on Snatch Game.
Yeah, yeah,
People make you.
yeah. Because of course, then the next down the line is Nikita being Mary Jane. I controversial hot take. I'm over this like concepts and like you know what I mean. I don't like it.
Yes,
So
100%. I think it should be people, not even characters that people play. I think it should be the the people.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
never a character, like
It's
people.
it's getting a
And
little
Mary Jane, I was like, what? What is this?
because surely
Ugh.
surely there's got to be some characters out there that have that stoner vibe anyway. Like so if this whole stoner
You can
thing is
just play
what
a
Nikita
stoner.
wanted, then yeah, instead of playing the embodiment of Mary Jane, play someone that has that kind of lethargic kind of fazeda almost like I don't
I
know
don't
if
know.
Nikita could have put, but
Play
something
girl.
like an Aubrey Plaza or something. I feel like maybe Nikita could have gone for like that Aubrey Plaza kind of vibes. Um,
Or Alana Glazer if
yep,
she wants a stoner
something
with
like that. But
funny
to be this
comments.
like conceptual concept. That's a fucking wanky sentence. Yeah, it didn't do it for me, and it got worse. And then the part where she broke, maybe I'm trying to like get into Nikita's brain. Maybe she thought that like being a full stoner and then doing this like big break to talk about the conservation of koalas could have been funny. And maybe it could have, but it wasn't. And I felt uncomfortable watching this towards the end of it. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it fell flat.
yeah.
And I forgot to mention in the beginning of the episode when she was like, "Oh my God, being on the bottom really lit a fire under my ass. I really
Ah,
love this bottle." And then Art going like, "Wake up, Nikita!" And I
she's
was like, "Wake
basically
up,
asleep while saying it, and she's like, I'm woken up now. And everyone's like, babe, you're here.
babes, you're still asleep."
You're still in bed. Ah,
Yeah.
but she's gorgeous. Anyway, the next
Yes.
one we've got Vibe doing Bette Midler. I
Oh my
liked
God,
it.
that was so good.
How did we feel about the choice of accent?
I'm honestly, I don't know that much of English accents. Like, I don't pick up on it that well. That like it becomes bothersome for me. I don't think it was that bad. It
No.
was not really like a good execution of like the accent that she was going for,
Yeah.
but I think it was fine.
The look was there.
Her jokes were
The
there.
content was there.
The look was there.
The jokes were Bette Midler references. The jokes were like well rehearsed. So it's like I feel like we can't really take too much away by the fact that the accent was a little, at some point it sounded a bit like she was going for the American thing. At other points it was just vibe delivering the lines, but the lines were very good and the look was very
Yes.
good and the mannerisms were very good. So the fact that we're just missing that one piece of like committing to, I feel like either way, had Vibe committed to just delivering Bet with Vibe's accent would have been fine, or over committed to the American thing. Yeah, it's a tough, I don't know which would have been better or worse. But looked great.
I
Had the content. I appreciate when the jokes aren't just jokes, but the jokes are actually content. So anyone who's a fan of Bette Midler would have got quite a few of those little references in there. And I think that's
mhm.
how you do a character like Bette Midler is you need to have like the inside jokes and the wink wink nudge nudge. Otherwise,
Yes,
how is
because
it
that's what
how is
makes
it
it
Bette
Bette
Midler? Yeah,
Midler.
and someone like Bette Midler has so many of those that you've got the source material is great. Like you're pulling from decades of great source material. My favorite was the part where it was a dancer, an actress, and then it kind of like circled around again.
That's
That little
that's
yeah, like things like that. That's fantastic. Like that's great. And I also vibe being like I'm doing a person and the person was done so didn't have to do a particular Bette Midler character. I think that was a good choice because
yes.
Bette Midler has too many characters that cycling through characters would have got messy. So this is where
Yeah, I don't
I'm
like
also a
when they
fan
go
of
through characters.
no. If it's one or two characters and that's all that person really is known for, I get it. But with Bette Midler, because she has too many characters, I feel like you've just got to play Bette. Like that's
Yeah.
my sort of theory. Because the ones where it got messy, because in previous seasons we've had people play characters of someone, but it's like they didn't give enough in each character. So each character got like a tiny joke, but because they were trying to get through 7 characters, it got messy. So I feel like you either need to
Hmm.
commit to one or two characters for that person or commit to just the person. Either is fine in my view. Like I definitely like the Mr. Bean Rowan Atkinson thing. You can't you kind of have to go Mr. Bean and then maybe Rowan as like a polite British man, but trying to go for his more
Yeah.
obscure references not wouldn't work, would get messy. So I'm going to say like two different characters is the max. And I'm trying to think of examples where it was done.
Bob
Hmm.
between Uzo, she did her Orange and is the new Black episode. She did Karen Channing and Uzo Adubu,
Yeah.
but she did just a little bit of Uzo, so that was great.
Yeah. 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 But overall though, Vibe did a great job.
Yes,
And then we
she
have
she was
Coco.
on my top three.
Yeah, Coco as Barry White. I loved it. Keep it simple.
And
If Snatch Game is not your thing, and we know from season 1, Snatch Game was not Coco's
that it's
thing.
not.
Coco herself has never tried to claim that Snatch Game was going to be her thing. So I think the best thing for her to have done in that situation is gone, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to be ridiculous. I'm going to be this weird, creepy, perverted character. And because of like Coco's charm, it worked. I
It
was like,
wasn't
hey.
menacing. It was endearing.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, it was a little jarring that she immediately went, "Ooh, do you want some fuck?"
That
Like,
great.
immediately went that. That was like a little jarring, but I liked
Coco
it
went
that.
in with no lube.
But she stayed there. She
Yeah.
didn't like give us like. That's why I was saying that I was gonna be a little bit of a hater. I liked it, but she came in like with a really hot energy, and she stayed like one note.
Yeah.
Everything was like, let's
Ah,
fuck,"
yeah. But
and it
the
didn't go
note was
anywhere.
a good note at least. Like if you're gonna stay
Yes,
on one note.
and it never got that tired.
No.
And in the end, when she did like to let her voice go
The
normal instead of
break,
being low voice,
genius.
oh my god, that was so good. I wish she
Fuck
had done it
that
more.
that that the
Yes,
Coco fuck, and that to me I was like, well
fuck.
done, babe, well done. But no,
Yeah,
no,
that was really good.
Coco's performance in this game, she spat on her hand and she went straight in. And flirting with
Yeah,
Michelle, genius. Genius.
that was
Because at the end
good.
of the day,
Yeah,
what's the goal? Make Michelle laugh. And Coco said, I'm not going to make her laugh. I'm going to make her. I can't even say
ever.
that. So yeah, I loved it. Well done, Coco. I was so happy to see Coco like vibing in that. Coco vibing. Oh my god.
Yes,
Moving on, we have Miss Jade as the universe. As soon as Jade said she was going to be the universe, I instantly went,
danger.
uh my my fear was that it was going to come across as like overdone, like
Hmm.
overthought, over rehearsed, and it did. Like that was the issue. Like was there some jokes? I
It wasn't
think
even
so, but
rehearsed. She
the
lost her
jokes were
joke.
so like instead of being quick with like mentioning black hole and blah blah blah, because there was this whole spiel about it. It felt like there was too much setup. When it
Yeah,
when it
because he
showed,
was coming from a new age, like
yeah,
spiritual angle.
which could have
I
been
knew it was
great,
gonna be shit.
right? Because for me, when I saw what Jade looked like, I'm like, okay, she looks great. She always looks great. And for the first 2 seconds, I was optimistic because the gong, I was like,
Hmm.
yes. But then, unfortunately, everything after the gong, no. So it's like we
Yeah,
get a point for the gong, and the
and that's
gong.
it. And the look, and the
Imagine
look.
this: like
The look was
the first one is
really fun.
gong, da 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 da. Send to yourselves, chakra, blah 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 blah. Thank you. All right, fine. The next one, the dong is bigger, da 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 da, and then like think about each time we cross to the universe, it's a bigger bowl, and to the point where we get to the last cross, and we can't even see Jade anymore. It is just a giant bowl sitting on the desk, and all you see is this little hand go
Oh,
dong. That's it.
okay,
That's it.
that would have been really good.
So Michelle's like blah 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 blah. Universe dong, and then nothing. We just
Yes,
let that dong like fade out, and it takes like a big bowl. It take like what 15-20 seconds. Just that is what I would have done if I was going to do the universe as Miss Jade. The first bit I'd keep, that was okay, like maybe I'd shorten it a little bit, but a little gong and I'm the universe, vibes, black hole,
like
fine.
yeah,
But then each time it crossed to me, I'd want a bigger bowl, a bigger gong, and like less words until the last question is just a gong, and that is it. And
yes,
I think that would have been the
yeah,
level of stupid we needed. We had the pretty, but we didn't have the like the stupid. And maybe it's just Jade does take herself quite seriously, so we were missing that like fuck
yeah.
it, I'm gonna let loose.
Be silly.
Let loose,
Yeah,
get loose, come on. Um
yeah.
Next one down the line is which Michael as Tim Curry. Did you notice
Oh my god,
they kept
that was
saying
so
Dr.
good.
Frankenfurter, but they
Yeah.
never said Tim Curry, which is weird because normally they have to be
Why?
quite careful about saying the
The
person, not the
character.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
That
it
was
was great.
weird because I mean it was good, but they also were saying like a lot of Dr. Frankenfurter throughout, and Michael even said like, "Oh, Doctor Frankfurter is being played by so many people. You blah blah blah. Like you can do that. Like
Maybe that one's a
you
bit.
can put your own spin on it."
Yeah,
So that's why it wasn't Tim Curry's. Like
maybe. But the
I don't know why I
the
didn't know it
nameplate
was
said
Tim.
Tim Curry. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Which to
that's
me,
what
Tim
I was
Curry is
confused.
such a character that it would have been very easy to play Tim as Tim with a bit of Frankenfurter vibes. But look, the look was great,
Yeah,
and the commitment to the voice was there. That like that performance was great. My only issue
yeah.
was I didn't see the jokes in the performance, but I saw it as a very good impersonation of Tim Curry as Frankenfurter.
I would actually swap Coco with Michael on my like on the top three. I think Michael did better than Coco,
Yeah.
just because like his characterization to me was
Yep.
better and was also like he had more reference of the character. Barry White was just
But
horny.
were there jokes? Did you laugh at Frankenfurter? That's my
At
problem.
Choco.
So if it was an impersonation contest, 100% I'm with you, Michael over Coco. But in terms
Hmm.
of a was I entertained, Coco entertained me more than Michael.
Fair,
Both
fair.
though, like if we're gonna go a top what four, Vibe,
Hmm.
Coco, Michael, and then the last one, three save it to last. You can't see the mug I'm
Hmm.
drinking out of right now. So yeah, season 1 of Drag Race Down Under, episode 2, Snatch Game. Art Simone did Bindi Owen. I thought it was fine. I thought the look was great. I thought some of the jokes were there. I'm going to blame it on the edit. I feel like that edit was fucking harsh. I don't think it was as bad as what the world makes it out to be. But anyway, it ended up sending her home. So for the last 5 years, this poor fucking bitch has been dreading this. And then the little workroom talk, she's like, I've got two characters. I've got Jane Turner and I've got Chris Lilly. And Michelle goes, do the one that makes you feel better. And as Art sort of said herself on Kick Ons, I'll put the link to Kick Ons in this. Lazy said something about it's a person on a game show, and Art was like in her brain, I can be Jane Turner any day, anywhere, any situation. Move your camera up, babe. We've lost you. We just got a mouth and some tits, which is normally fine. There we go. So Art goes
I
with
was
Jane
fixing
Turner,
myself.
who of course is famous for playing. Jane Turner does have a few characters, but in terms of
Hmm.
ones that people would get, it's probably Kath. If you're an Australian, you might get a couple of the other niche ones, but Kath is kind of the reason that Jane Turner really got famous. So if you're gonna do someone's character, I feel like you got to stick to it, which is what Art did. I've got no problems with doing the character, and it was insane because there was no, again, maybe I'm biased, but to me, there was so many references to Kath's embodiment. But if you listen carefully, at no point did she say Kim. Look at Moy.
Hmm.
It's nice. It's different. It's unusual. Didn't say Kel. Didn't say Foxy Lady. Didn't say Hunker Spunk. Didn't say Breddy. Didn't say poor Sharon.
She
But
just
still,
kept going catchphrase, catchphrase, catchphrase. She just was the character
it
in the
was it
situation that
was
she was in.
actually the
It was
character.
so good.
Like some of the lines, there were some references to some things in the show there, which was kind of good, but nothing that would be copyrightable sort of thing. But
Yeah.
it was insane. It was so good. I hope people go back and watch it and actually just listen to what's been said, because I don't know if that bitch had it written down in front of her or stayed up all night memorizing lines, because it just came out perfectly. Like it was
Yes.
the character. The character was sitting there answering the questions, and whatever. Call me biased. I don't give a fuck. But
It was really good.
it
And
was
I love
so well
that
studied.
sweater. It was so cute
Yeah,
and so ugly.
yeah. So this wasn't Art Simone impersonating Kath. It was Art Simone doing a character study and becoming Kath, which I think for Snatch Game that's what works, because you don't know what's going to be said and done. I think if you go in with set jokes, that might be
Mhm.
great, but you run the risk of what if your set jokes don't fit the scenario in front of you, and then you're fucked
That happens
because
a lot.
yeah,
Like there's a lot of queens that like just have catchphrase, catchphrase, and they
yeah,
don't match the catchphrase with what's
No, it works
happening.
well for like the introduction where they say hi, how are you, blah blah blah, and that's where we want because we want to establish the character, right? So the catchphrase,
Yeah.
the little like whatever, great. But then when it comes to the answers, they need to kind of go to a next level, and this character study was like, yeah, I feel like the only other time I've really seen this happen is people like Jinx, where they don't just say the catchphrases, they are the person. And
Yes.
that's the key to Snatch Game. The key, like, I feel like people are approaching Snatch Game being like, I've
Chad
got to look
Michaels,
like the person and
Jinx,
I need catchphrases. No, no, no.
um,
You got to be the fucking person, bitch. You got to wear their skin.
like I think everybody that did really good as a character was like Chad Michaels. She wasn't catchphrasing
No.
Cher, she was Cher. Gottmik as Paris Hilton was
Yeah.
also really
Yeah.
good. Jinx is also yeah. It's every time that
Yeah.
someone
They're
like
not. They're not. They're not. They are the character. They're not pretending to be the
character
character.
studies.
They.
That's the best way to
Yeah.
say it.
And so there you go. I think people might critique art being like, well, she's played that character for 2 years, blah blah blah. It's like, well, she did something
Yeah,
different on her original
duh.
season, and you all complained and said, why didn't she do Kath? Why? What is she meant to do? If
No,
I was on a
if
show,
she did it for 2 years, that's the right thing to do.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
play to your strengths. I get it.
If I'm
Like
on a show
people
where
being
there's
like, oh,
$50,000 on the line, I am doing something I'm good at. It's the same thing
exactly.
with
Like,
bitches that do the talent show. They do a thing they've done forever. These lip syncers that can do the splits and whatever. They do that. People playing to your strengths is smart. So anyone who wants to critique art saying it's unfair because of blah blah blah, I'm like, fuck off. Fuck right off. It's a
yeah,
game
like
show. There's $50,000 on the line. Whatever.
play to your strengths.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, getting out of your comfort zone for certain things, but this is not it. Like,
No.
Snatch Game is
No.
the time for you to play to your strengths.
Yeah.
Talent
100%.
show, play to your strength.
Yeah.
Like,
So
no,
call me
yeah,
biased all you want, internet, but Art Simone fucking devoured that challenge, and I will not be told otherwise.
yes,
Do we want to
yes, she did
do?
the best.
Yeah, yeah. Do we want to do the runways?
Yeah,
Runways. Where are they? Why is
can
this
turn the
not?
runway.
Oh my god, my thing did something weird, but that's fine. This is live television, literally, because like I don't want to edit any of this crap to upload to YouTube. Okay. So the first look we have, I can't remember all the fruits, but Michael Moruli, I remember this was pomegranate. I like pomegranate.
Yes.
And this look,
So Michael was not the first, by the way. Vibe was the first on the runway.
well, that's not the order that my thingy has spat them out. So
You have the pictures.
yeah,
Okay, got
yeah.
it.
It's just spitting them in a
I
random
love
order.
that Michael went bald.
Yep.
I don't like that shade of white that she did on her the bottom of her dress.
What?
I
Because
think if she did like
darker?
a little darker, like because you know how pomegranate is kind of like see through it.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
wanted.
the
That
thing that
white
I
to
don't
me was
like,
too hard.
yeah, I feel like I like the idea of this outfit. Like all the bits and pieces. Like if you describe if I was to close my eyes and you were to describe this outfit to me, I'd be like slay. But I
Hmm.
think maybe it's the proportions and the shapes are a bit off. Because so far we've seen Michael. Michael's got the body, isn't afraid to show it.
Yeah,
And I feel like this outfit did really weird things with the torso that makes Michael look like a weird shape. And then I think the coat, if the coat was like more bigger and round, so I feel like the body is too round. So I feel like I want her body bit to be like snatched in, but then I want the coat to be more big and ruffled.
got it.
So
Yeah,
the
I think
coat
that
as it
makes sense.
is, the body as it is, her stupid little hair thing, the little like fruit butthole, all great. But I just
Mhm.
think if we could like bring in the body, because her body is not that shape, her body is great.
Snatch.
And then so it's like bringing that in and then bring the coat out so it's more of a like in a shell kind of thing to it. But like I'm not going to say it's a bad outfit.
Yeah.
because yeah, but it just so close. I think. Yeah. The next one is Miss Jade, and I mean you can't fault this.
Uh, yep. I had no notes on Jade.
No.
Like it was just like gorgeous.
Yeah.
Look very difficult to walk in, but
I am kind
gorgeous.
of happy. I
The
was
makeup
getting ready
flawless.
to read her if she came out
I think she.
in a corset or bikini. So
Yeah.
she came out covered. She's covered her body, and I'm like, this is what I needed. This it's like she's done a few episodes of being just this sexy hot bitch, and I love that this
Yeah.
episode was the perfect time to be like, no, I'm gonna cover myself.
Gorgeous,
So
gorgeous gown.
yeah,
The reason she was not on the bottom two is that dress alone.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
And like you can't if someone walks out on a runway looking like this, you almost have to be like, what challenge?
Yeah.
I didn't
Like
see
what?
I didn't see the challenge. In fact, I'm blind in my right eye.
The universe?
Yeah.
The universe? Who's that?
So
I've
well
only seen
played.
jackfruit.
On a I wonder if Jade came into this challenge being like, well, no, because they wouldn't have known which runway matched Snatch Game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean this was a smart choice anyway. Like this outfit is great. We can't really fault it. The next one
Hmm.
is Miss Extravaganza. I This is like
That was my favorite
it's
look
like the
of the
reverse
week.
of Michael's in a way. Because Michael was
I
like
actually
dark red on with
loved
white,
it.
and this is like white on dark. I love it. I love that it's a prolapse butthole. I love that there's like weird tufts of green shit. I love that she's this white Dalmatian thing underneath. I
But it does look perfectly like a dragon fruit. That's
yes,
why.
yes. And you know what this is? This is drag.
Yes.
This is a
It's
bit of
my
club
favorite look.
kid. This is a bit of prolapse. This is a bit of feather. It's like everything that is good about drag
The hemorrhoids
is
were
there.
hemorrhoidy,
Yep.
and the Dalmatians were Dalmatian.
There's animal
And
print, there's feather,
yeah,
there's prolapse, there's crystals, there's ruffles,
perfect.
there's it's all there. I love it. And I I'm gonna go back and try to watch her season. Because if this is what Spanish drag is like, I need more of it. I have admittedly been
Yes.
a little because there's so many seasons. By the time you've watched the standard ones, you're a bit drag race fatigued. But because of
Yeah.
this bitch, I'm going to go back and watch her season.
Same.
Yeah, because I need more of her. All right, next one is the lovely Nikita. This this is pretty.
I have no notes. It was just pretty.
Yeah,
Like there were nothing wrong, but it was
because
just pretty.
she was a Tamarello.
Yes.
Is that what
Maybe the
a Tamarello looks like? Tamarello.
she had
Oh yeah,
tamarillos on her hair.
yeah. I think
The
my
colors
problem with it
perfect.
is
The shoes maybe.
the click clack strippy heel. I'm not a fan of those. The plastic click
I
clack.
like those if you're gonna do a heel clack performance.
But look, like she's stunning, absolutely
Yeah.
stunning. The I do like this fabric. I forget what it's called, where it's got like a metallic-y kind of sheen to it, and so I like when they use
Hmm.
this fabric and they
Love it.
bunch it and ruffle it the way that she did. Um, I feel like maybe my problem is in my brain. In my brain, this is a dress she had, and then she just threw stuff on it to make it match the brief. But it's pretty.
It's possible. Yeah, that's my critique to Coco though. So I'm gonna keep it
Okay,
to Coco.
you're saving the shade, but is the
Yeah.
problem is everyone looked really good, so it's hard.
Oh yeah, this runway was like nobody looked
No,
bad. There were
so
like little
yeah,
tidbits that you could nitpick at.
so let's say this look was last week, I'd be talking a lot
Hmm.
higher of it, but because this week, because we've just seen Miss Extravaganza and Jade, for example, it's really hard to be like overexcited. But I'm trying to think if this look existed not in this episode, I'd probably be a lot more complimentary.
It's also like rough because with drag, sometimes you're like, oh my god, this is such a great look. But then you're like, but is it like provoking anything? Is it
Yeah.
weird? Is it groundbreaking? Like, it's a beautiful look,
Yeah.
but that's it.
Like
So
if
you're
you
not
saw her
like,
rock up to a gig in this, you'd be like, slay.
exactly.
And I hope she's wearing this to gigs.
Me too.
Like the only critique,
Especially the hair. The
given
hair is so
given it's
good.
Nikita, I wanted those legs out. This was my critique last week
Yep.
because the XO dress came so far down her leg, and then she had the little like fringe. And
Yep.
I don't want to sound like I'm objectifying the woman, but like those legs with that color of that fabric with the color of her skin, mwah. So I
Would
hope that
work
she's just
better.
wearing this little dress with nothing else on underneath,
Yes.
because that would be a total slay. Total slay. All right, next one is Vibe. I loved it.
I really loved it. I have one thing to nitpick that I noted down. Her earrings and her ring, they don't match the outfit. If it was like some vinyl earrings or like
Ah, they were
something that wasn't
they were
rock and
watermelons
like
though, weren't they?
they were,
Yeah,
but they were like crystal rocks instead of
right.
like
I
some
I see what you're saying.
flat.
Yeah,
And like her whole outfit was giving flat cartoonish
yeah,
colors,
yeah,
and the crystal was giving like different.
yeah,
It was like two different outfits. That's all that I'm nitpicking.
yeah. She's gone the
And
standard
maybe,
showgirl jewelry
yeah,
when maybe something like kind of like plasticky might have actually looked a bit more fitting. I can see that. I think that's fair. But like
and me
again,
just being crazy. You know how watermelons have that little curl thing
oh
with their
the
leaves?
vine, the tendrils.
Yes. I wish her hair had alluded to that in a
Wow.
silly, campy way.
Well, it's good that you're thinking about details like that for what's coming up. But no, we can't fault
Yes.
this. Like Vibe looks amazing and Vibe did amazing. So
Yeah, it was obviously
yeah.
on a very correct top two.
Yeah. Okay, we have Flaw. She was Durian.
It was nice.
Yep.
That's my note is it was nice.
Unfortunately, we had a green spiky thing already that was better. The
Yeah.
critiques on the runway that Jade looked like a
That
Pokemon
she's the
evolution of Flaw.
pre-evolution.
Correct, but
Yeah.
don't
That
that
was,
you don't need to say that. Like Flaw's had a rough week. Can we, you know,
can we not kick a
yeah.
dog while
But
it's
again, if this was not on this runway and was on another week, I'd be probably talking so much more praise about it because in isolation it's great.
it was nice.
And I want that
It was a
briefcase.
nice thread.
When I finally
Yes,
qualify
the
as a lawyer
briefcase
and
was
I
good.
walk into court with my important documents, I want that briefcase. I'm going to message Floor after this and ask if I can have the briefcase.
Yes.
Next one is Lalari. So spikes, green and yellow are definitely the theme.
Trend alert. Okay, so I was very rude. So I wrote Koopa realness.
Yes, but like
she can be
slay. Yep.
she can work for Bowser
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
Also,
Well, there is the
be a
girl one with the
hater.
big hoops.
Lala keeps wearing these shoes that she wore on her season as well, and they never match the exact shade of the outfit that she's wearing,
Yeah.
and it pisses me off. She
I
always wears these exact same shoes,
I can see
like
that when I
in different colors, and they don't match the outfits.
yeah. So, but again, I see that and I'm like, it's great, but any other runway would probably be a bit more like slay about this.
Yeah,
This
it's just
runway was
again
honestly
green and
everyone looked
spiky.
great.
Yeah,
It was good for the eyes. Cuz I mean, my
again,
favorite part is
I'm
my favorite
nitpicking.
part's the bag.
Yeah.
That bag is so much fun. And like little things like
Yeah.
the fact that she did the orange tips on the spikes, not just leaving them plain color, stuff like that. Yeah. This is fun. It's giving
Yeah.
Bowser realness. The bag is incredible. Compared to some of the other looks, not my favorite, but it's still, yeah. There's no bad outfits this week. So this does feel
Yeah.
like we're really nitpicking.
I'm I'm being very
Yeah.
nitpicky about it,
Coco.
but yeah.
You have things to say about Coco.
So she had this brown cocktail dress, and she was like, "Yep, I'm gonna wear it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say coconut." The only coconut thing was her flower
Yeah.
on her hair. Everything else was not
Which
coconut.
the flower
Also,
in the hair is made of hair.
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I loved that. Another thing, in the beginning of the season, I think it was her that mentioned that she gained some weight,
Yeah.
and that, like, oh, we can tell that this is an old dress because it didn't fit her. Like,
Doesn't fit
she
as
couldn't
well.
fully zip in the back, and it was fully showing her ass on the back when she
Yeah.
walked it back. It was like,
Yeah.
ooh.
And then
And
also a little bit of insider
Michelle's,
info. Coco
yeah.
basically nearly cut her foot off not too long ago. So I think her walking in heels is actually painful at the time of filming.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
she
like
was walking.
yeah. I feel like the poor bitch nearly cut her leg off falling through a stage and is not quite like at the time of filming was not back to like slaying it on a runway in heels. So I feel for it, but I guess the problem is these things don't make the edit, so we just have to judge based on what's in front of us.
What I see.
And I find with Coco, I'm judging based on how much I like Coco, and every time I've met Coco in person, Coco is actually a fucking delight. Um, so
Michelle's note about the white lining on the dress
yeah,
would have actually made it very coconut.
yeah, and the feather would have tied in, like the white of
Yeah,
the feather brought down. Yeah, yeah. Look,
yeah.
she's gorgeous, and again, this runway was just
Not
so
it for
good
her.
that like this outfit doesn't do it, but in isolation, like if this was a an Instagram post, a promo photo, if we didn't know the context of this runway, seeing this,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, wow, that queen is beautiful.
Oh, just face and hair.
Is she a
I don't
coconut?
even need the
Not
dress.
sure, but is
That
she
was amazing.
beautiful? Yes.
Yes.
uh and the last one, I did a little sneaky here because we have Art Simone, but the photo they that I have, because we had to show the inside, but this photo is not the best. But it shows the inside, which is the dress, the yellow dress with the pips. And the way she's done the pips is to like she gave herself a waist using the pips, like the direction of them.
Yes, I love it that
Yeah.
it made her waist so snatched.
Yeah.
That's actually my notes. Tiny little waist,
Tiny.
super snatched.
And like
What was the fabric of the dress? I kept trying to gauge what it was. I couldn't tell. I saw there was some texture in the fabric,
I think
and it
it's
was very unyielding, but it fit the look of like the
yeah.
mod look that
Yeah.
she was going for.
Yeah, it's
But
very like I
it
don't want to say
was
tweed.
hard.
I'm not a fabric expert.
Yeah.
I don't think it's tweed, but it's something in the realm of that. And then these stones are these
Mhm.
big ass um like heavy, like they're each sewn on, so we couldn't glue them. The
Mhm.
each stone had to be sewn onto that dress, so it took a while to get them all, but the placement was something that she was so particular about to make it that shape, and I'm so
Mhm.
glad that the extra time and effort was spent on this the seed placement. You got to place the seeds well. You've got to
Yeah,
place the seeds
because
well.
I kept seeing like the dress. I was like, this has to be like a very harsh, hard, like solid fabric.
Yeah.
I was even thinking like Canva, like the tent material based on how
No,
hard it
I think
looked.
it's more like a cottony tweedy kind of thing. Like it's yeah.
Because it had to hold the weight of the seat.
Yeah, I could. No, I can't. I don't know where it is. I was about to say I could go
I could
find
go
it
grab
and
it.
touch it. But no. Boundaries. But then
Yes.
my favorite part is this fucking jacket.
Oh
The
yeah,
jacket. So the
like
jacket was like a
that
full,
jacket,
like burgundy,
perfection.
whatever that color is. I'm colorblind. I don't know, but I just know it's a great color. Matched the hair, and then I love that the stockings were different,
A little shade lighter. Yes,
darker.
that
So
was so
all
good.
the stockings to me were that purpley hue, which kind of was more
Yeah.
about the hair and the stockings were that kind of deep purple, and then the jacket had almost like that reddish tinge, I believe. Again,
Yes.
I'm literally
The
colorblind,
stocking had more
so
blue and the jacket had more red.
yep. So to me, it kind of was good, and like I I've seen the jacket obviously, and you know, I already knew what the jacket looked like,
Hmm.
but seeing the jacket on stage was like next level. The way that this like
Yes.
fabric caught the light, it looked like a fucking passion fruit skin. Like because they do that. They get crinkly and they get like shiny,
Hmm.
and I got
Yes.
that straight away.
A
That
hundred
deep
percent.
purple color and the fact that they go wrinkly and shiny, 100%. I got it straight away. I was like, that's a fucking passion fruit. And then the reveal, of course, to the innards, obviously,
That
and
was
then
such a good
this hair as
concept
well. The
of having like the jacket. Ugh,
I hope you noticed the hair. You were talking about the watermelon tendrils before. The hair
yes,
kind of, you can't really see it too well in this photo, but it does kind of
it does
spiral.
do the
Yeah.
thingy. Yeah,
And
it,
then like part of me, like when we were
that's why
discussing
I
this,
made that note
yeah.
for the
Oh yeah.
watermelon.
When this outfit was being planned, I was like, I almost wanted her to go something because you know the passion fruit flowers are quite elaborate.
Yeah, well, the flower comes out and then it
Yeah, yeah.
closes into
But
the
like
fruit.
before it closes, it's got like purple and it goes to white and it's got a lot of swirly things. And in my mind,
Yes.
that's the part of the passion fruit that I was like, when we were talking about ideas, I was attached to like the tendrils and the blah blah blah. But then seeing it
Hmm.
done the way she eventually decided to, where it was kept so like clean, I think was really smart because a
Hmm.
lot of the girls on the runway did a lot of detail, and then in comparison, hers
Yes.
was actually quite simple. Like the hair was just kind of the hair, simple jewelry. The jacket was one big color, the tights one color, and the dress, it was just a yellow dress with beads. But each bit was just done
I love it.
so good.
Her idea of going 80s and going with the mod look. No, mod is not 80s, 60s. Never mind.
60s.
So the mod look was so good because you have the clean silhouette and then you just made like the colors tell the story.
Yeah,
Like it's literally like the burgundy for the peel, the yellow for the juice, and the black for the seed.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Like it's just the color that is giving passion fruit.
So you
She's
know what?
not attaching a
I'm
passion
glad
fruit
she
on her.
ignored my ideas.
Yes.
Because my ideas was to go more like tenderly and like play up more of that. And I know when I was wrong because this is what the result was.
Now, now
So
imagine Dawn with her little feather fingers, but instead of feather fingers, they're like the flower
yeah, yeah, like
tendrils.
in my
That would
brain,
be fun.
that's kind of what I was like. They were my that's where my brain was going. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, as much as art listens to my input sometimes, at the end of the day, her brain already had the vision, and this was the vision, and the fact that
She did better than you.
Passion and Tamara were able to make her brain vision a reality is that's why they work together so much is because these kind of things happen. Sometimes I feel like I help and I give little ideas and like they get taken on board and I'm so like, "Oh my god, I did it." But when my ideas aren't taken on board, I'm like, "That's fair because yep, she knows.
Yeah,
She knows what she's doing." And then so obviously the top two are vibe and art, which is yep, yeah.
that was very much exactly what
Um,
I thought was gonna be.
the only thing I maybe would have done differently with the whole rule is because I guess the tops were Coco, Vibe, and Art. I maybe would
Hmm.
have done a top four and had Michael, Coco, Vibe, and Art. So
Yeah.
the only change I would have made to this lineup in terms of the tops, the bottoms, and who was safe is I just would have moved Michael from safe to top four. Like I would have said Michael was fourth in my brain. I think you
I
had
think based on looks, Michael could have kicked Coco out of
yeah,
the top three as well.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. So but all in all, I agree. The judges made the judges. The top three were, in my mind, the top three. The bottom three were the bottom three, and the safe ones were safe. Like it was, I I bet the internet will, but I don't. I could not see like the internet should shut the fuck up. But the internet, of course, are gonna say whatever they want to say. But in my mind, you can't argue with the judging this episode.
yeah. No, the judging was
Yeah,
really good.
you could argue minor like adjustments, but at the end of the day, they got the judging right this episode. I think. Yeah. And then so the lip sync happens.
Well, in the back, like when they were doing the chats, I noted that Art and Floor chat was such a like a nothing thing. Like Art being like, "Well, I could send you
Yeah.
because you're the biggest competition," and that was it. And I was like, "Oh, so she decided on not sending Floor. Okay, good to know."
Did you get that? Did you
And
get the vibe
well,
that the conversation yeah, interesting.
didn't need to happen. Like
Yeah.
she had already made her mind. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Knowing
Lala in the background this whole time was cackling. She was caressing the couch, like going like this on the couch the whole time. She was so funny. Like rewatch the episode and watch Lala in the background.
see that
It was
all
so
the
funny.
girls are giving me good background and I like that. Um because
Yes.
the way it works is I end up watching this episode like 3 times. So it's good that because by the time you're watching it the second or third time, you know the main story. You know what's already happened. So you start to do that. You start to look in like what's going on behind there, what's going on in the background. So I do appreciate that they're making those like fun little moments. But yeah, so knowing Art Simone, watching her consult with the two girls, I was 99% sure she was going to send Nikita home. And I
Yeah.
agree.
The way she talked to Floor was very much like, oh, okay, you already decided.
Yeah,
Nikita is going home.
I feel like when she was
You're just
talking to
trying to
Nikita,
throw it
she
off.
was trying to soften the blow. But when she was talking to
Hmm.
Floor, she was kind of saying, step it the fuck up. Like, I almost feel like she
Yeah.
was kind of giving Floor the motivation to bring it next episode. But when she was talking
Hmm.
to Nikita, it was too nice. It was too like reassuring.
Hmm.
It was the like she was gonna get fired chat. Like, your
It
work
was
is
the
so
Judas kiss.
good. You're such a good person to work with. It's been such a pleasure. We really enjoyed having you here. You look amazing. You're such a lovely person. I respect you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. But pack your things and go. But with Floor, it was like, bitch, you're good competition. I could make this easy for me and I could send you the fuck home. In other words, step
Yeah.
it the fuck up because I think you can do it. Yeah.
Do better.
And as Art said in the start of the episode, she wants to showcase Australian drag. So it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense for Art to send home a threat. Art would rather compete against the threat and the best drag queen win than send home her competition and win through default. I think that that's what people don't understand with the way Art approaches things. That is her genuine brain. She would rather lose to the best other drag queen than send the best home and win because of that. If Art sent home the best drag queen and then won, I don't think she would feel complete. I think that there'd be something
Yeah.
missing. So I almost feel like I don't want to speak too much for her that Art would rather lose to someone who's amazing than win a competition because she eliminated the person who would have beat her, if that makes sense.
Which is valid.
Yeah. And then also again when Art's goal is to showcase Australian drag, she wants the best Australian drag beside her. And as harsh as it sounds, she kind of laid it out to Nikita that she didn't think that she was the best when it comes down to those two.
And do
But
you
that's
think
tough. That's
Art
tough.
knew how good television floor was being,
Oh
or
yeah, yeah,
no?
yeah. Yep. 100%.
Okay, yeah. Like she kept the one that was more
Yep.
entertaining.
Yep. I
Because
mean,
Nikita is very much like
look, if
chill.
you look at Nikita at the start of the episode and combine that with her Snatch Game performance, I think it's fair that she's who should have gone home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I yeah, there's going to be some Nikita fans that will hate Art for it, but with my eyes, what I saw on that episode, I saw someone who didn't really seem overly excited about anything, and the Snatch Game went
Yeah.
horribly, so going home, it's fair.
Makes sense.
It does. She's beautiful, we love her, but given what we saw on the TV, going home, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the lip sync. We didn't even. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't know. There are some things. Obviously, I know a lot, but there are little
Hmm.
details that have escaped my memory. So, partway through this lip sync, I'd forgotten about this. So, the insider scoop is this wasn't pre-planned. It was Art was backstage and saw that little wig and was like, "Wait a minute, what if I?" Because and then
What if?
the start of that lip sync, I don't think I've seen Miss Art Simone be that sort of character. She came out in the cat suit, which fit amazingly, and there was a few of the like,
That cat suit, my note was like she could be like a Jane Fonda
oh
cousin
yeah,
in the background.
but like
Yeah.
Art Simone being like hair flicky, like I don't think I've seen that woman before.
Oh, also, okay, another note, that kind of blonde on Art's very fair
Yeah.
complexion washed her a lot.
Ah, yeah. Like
Like
that's not
she's
a
like
that's not a typical like the wig she
that's
wore
not her
for
color.
the passion fruit, that's an Art Simone wig. This big
Yeah,
blonde come fuck me moment, that's not Art Simone. But I love that the lip
yeah,
sync started and we thought she was going for the sexy like songstress. And I will admit,
yes.
as much as I'm Team Art Simone all the way, Vibe was right there with her. Like Art Simone
Mm-hmm.
for the first half of the lip sync, I'm like, Vibe could take this. Vibe is a showgirl. She was hitting all the words.
Yes.
Like, I was a bit worried. But then when the
The wig
reveal
came off.
happened, I was like, ah, there it is. Because
Yes.
do you think I this is something I want to ask Vibe. When imagine you're lip syncing, right? And some bitch is on the stage with you and she's flicking her hair and she's being all sexy as well. And then she walks up the back of the stage and you turn around and you see what was happening. Imagine having to continue the lip sync when that is happening beside you.
I would just start cackling. I
Yeah,
would not
yeah.
like keep my composure.
I'd
But
if
also, don't they shoot the lip sync like 2 or 3 times?
I don't know with this season. I don't believe so.
Yeah, because if you shoot it more than once, they're probably gonna keep like the surprise is
No,
not
no, no,
that
no. So
surprising.
my understanding is the lip syncs are just the one.
Okay,
The challenge, the
then
girl
no.
group challenge was done a couple times, but
Hmm.
the main stage lip syncs is just the one.
Yeah, then no, I would not keep my composure. I would start cackling,
Yeah.
especially with like roaches,
Yeah,
roach wings at
I'd
the
if
ring.
I was Vibe in that situation, I would have admitted the defeat.
Yeah,
So like, but compliments to Vibe because she was holding her own until that moment. But unfortunately, that moment you can't like that's ah.
that was so
My
good.
favorite thing was like the girls in the background were absolutely living for it, and I love when my favorite lip syncs are the ones where you can tell that the judges and the other girls are entertained.
Yes.
That's what I want. I want the
Because
lip sync to entertain everyone. I've seen a million
yeah,
lip
like
syncs, so I need it to like genuinely look like it was enjoyable, and that was this lip sync.
you need to have a lip sync that everybody is into it,
Yeah,
and that's actually the goal of a lip sync,
yeah,
entertain.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
So great. And then the thing that I can't get out of my brain though is poor fucking Nikita. Not only is she being sent home, but she's being sent home by that wig, the little Kath wig.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I hated the vibe, even alluded that she would throw the lip sync so she wouldn't have to make the
Ah, yeah,
decision.
yeah. Didn't need
I hate
that.
that.
Yeah,
No,
no.
that's
Did
not
you
good
notice? Go
television.
back
And
and
also,
watch what happens behind the girls during the lip sync with that Art Simone wig, the big blonde wig.
mhm.
just watch what
Yeah, I didn't notice. Was it on Jane afterward? Jade?
it was on floor.
Oh, Flora. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I thought that was funny.
I saw that someone was there wearing it,
Yeah.
but I didn't like. I couldn't picture who it was.
No, it's great that the girls are enjoying each other. Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't have to be all kumbaya. You can be shady to each other, but also like have fun,
Yeah.
enjoy the show.
Yeah. I'm excited. I now that all the Raven shit is done and blah blah blah, I'm excited because I feel like these girls are really going to start to mesh, and that's what I want to see as well. But no, overall, I like this episode. I was dreading it. Art was dreading it. There was some flop Snatch Game performances, but the TV was good. The runway was good.
Yeah,
The top was satisfying. Who Goes Home was sad but fair. And then we're set up that there's going to be another
the
design
alliances.
challenge next week. And we got the alliances. Nikita being like, oh my God, this is where I was like, fuck, bitch. This is what you should have been like for Snatch Game, where she's like, do you want me to cry? Because I can cry.
Show a little bit of
That's the
personality.
personality I needed for Snatch Game from Nikita. Because that kind of funny, that dry kind of whatever humor could have been really good. But
Yeah.
anyway, that was it. That episode
Oh,
was fun.
I just had a thought. She could be Mary Jane and be like fully bipolar because Sativa and Indica,
Yeah,
like being a downer and an upper. She could be like flip flopping between being super chill and being super like giggly and silly and stupid.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many things that could have been done but weren't.
Or just pick a person who is a stoner.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, like she made me laugh more on her exit than she did on her Snatch Game, and I think that perhaps sums
It's
up.
sad.
Yeah, that sums up the episode. I laughed more at Nikita leaving than what I did through her entire comedic Snatch Game. But God,
Yeah.
she looked good. Her entering, her final shot of her walking into the workroom, she looked
Was so
amazing
good.
because of how tall and like if that's gonna be your exit, great. She looked
That's a good
amazing.
exit.
She made us laugh with a little funny line, and then yeah, so great exit and great effort. Sucks that a Down Under Queen has gone, but let's see how these alliances actually play out in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Until next week, I guess.
And